Well, hello again, people. I thought, because I've been asked like quite a few questions about salt sizzlers and how you make them. Obviously, I've done a video on that. And do you have to have them dry? Do you have to have them wet, etc., etc.? So I've made a packet up. I think it's always important to check to make sure that your burner has got no cracks in it. Okay, there's been so many reports on burners exploding, causing hassle. So if you buy a burner, check it. Obviously, this one's fine. Do you dry them? Well, when I make them, I just pop them into a bag, little bag like that. So, no, they're not overly dry. As you can see, they're a little bit moist. So, what I'm going to do is get a candle. And get a candle. Light a candle. Give me a second. It's also a good idea that when you're sort of new to this, always do some research. Yes, videos are good and they don't really go into depths of the ins and outs. And there is a lot more to just put in fragrance oil with a few grains of salt or whatever you choose. Sizzling salt, I've got Himalayan salt. Works well for me. And just light the candle. I always make sure I've got something in the burner before I light the candle and not the other way around. Because otherwise, if you've got nothing in there, then it could, I suppose, create a crack. I don't know, but that's the way I do it. But always make sure that you use the correct tea light. This is important because people use an 8-hour tea light and it's too strong for the burner. I mean, if you've got a 9-foot burner, that's fine. But, just be careful. Always, as I said, do your research. And basically, what happens is, it heats the salt, which then lets off the aroma. One thing about wax melts, not wax melts, salt is, the scent throw doesn't last as long. Even though it's still good, it doesn't last as long as a wax melt. I'm going to do a video on CLP labels as well. Now, I'm not, I wouldn't say that I know everything about everything because I don't. It's the learning curve. But before I sort of gave these to people, pass them on, etc., whether you're selling, giving them, gifting them, you need to make sure that you know all the legal terms, like CLP labels are a must. Now, I know hundreds of people that have bought them from a shop and they have none of these labels on. I don't know the reason why, but apparently it's a law in the UK. Now, I don't know about other countries, but in the UK, that you have to have a compliant label with it. So hopefully, I normally let mine burn for a couple of hours because obviously your burner needs a break. Because I've got bad lungs, I'm like... So yeah, I just leave it for a couple of hours because the scent will still be there. But I think some scents are a lot stronger than others. It depends. I mean, chocolate orange and chocolate strawberries and Bakewell tarts, angel, that is absolutely amazing. They all have strong scent throws. But then you'll get some that I find aren't so good. But these are the ones that I just sort of, because obviously you need to test them. If you're going to sell them or give them away or what, etc., always test them first, so that you know that whoever your part that receives it is going to have a good as possible sort of outcome with it. You know, some people, I mean, it happened to me, wax melts, but mine was a taller oil burner, and the wax melt, it was just congealing in there. And I kept thinking, I know what's wrong with that. So then I bought a smaller one, and it works fine. Absolutely brilliant. But if you do find that, if you do wax melts and you've got a big burner, try one of each. Get a big one and a small one. I've got a few actually. But I know I think it's B&M had a lot of problems and they recalled it. And you only need a little hairline crack in it. So you really need to sort of know what you're looking for. And keep it away from drafts and obviously nothing flammable. I mean, I have a dog, I burn it, I have a cat. They don't seem bothered by any of the scents. Always read the label. Some cat, I know it sounds strange, may contain nuts. I have a baby powder. And I didn't even think about checking like for that kind of thing, because who'd put a nut? Unless it's a nut fragrance, I guess. It'll be the oil of a nut. But yeah, it's just, you know, always make sure that, because if you've got an allergy against nuts and you burn I think it's Pure Life I got mine from. But hats off to them, they put that on there. So I put that, if anyone orders baby powder, then I'll say, especially if I don't know the person. If I know the person, I know they're not allergic to nuts. But I still mention it, so. Anyway, so that, I mean, they should get hot. I don't want to like sit here forever. But yeah, you can smell the scent already. Yeah, they are getting hot. Do not try this at home. I'm just doing it because obviously someone's commented about should they get hot, should they be dry. You know, you'll get all different, you know, everyone's way is different. Some package it straight away like I do, some leave it in a box to dry out. Everyone has their own sort of law, I suppose, if you want to call it, their own way. And my way is to do it this way, but you could try both ways. You could try it sort of just package it in the bag, and then you could try it leaving it in a little Tupperware box and then see what happens. Anyway, but as I said, this is, you know, how to burn salt sizzlers, and I hope this helps. If any questions, please comment below. Also like and subscribe, you know. This is it all over YouTube. I'm not sure why, but I think it's I don't know, you get, if you get 1 million views, you get a plaque or something, I don't know, 100,000. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a carpet freshener one. So I'll dig out the CLP labels to show people like exactly, you know, the kind of thing that you need to be looking for. I order a lot of mine. I have made the odd few, but I must admit I have ordered quite a few. And that's mainly because I'm not used to putting, you know, you get the round labels and the rectangle labels, and I haven't quite worked out how to put it onto the printer so it comes out round. So then I can just unstick it but yeah, that's how it is, and it does smell, as I said. it's trial and error. You do what you feel, or you can copy this and then do it a dry way, or, you know, I wouldn't tend to fill up the whole burner. I would just put like, that's a 50-gram pouch, roughly 50 grams. So I'd put like, I've got half of that in, just under half. But yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.